Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well, because today is a very special day. On this channel, I've covered ARs by Commonwealth Weaponry, ARs by Painter 2099, and today, the triumvirate is complete. The holy trinity of AR mods. Today, we are having a look at ARs of the Wasteland by Geckoinacan 77. Yeah, Gecko's bolt actions of the Wasteland was the first weapon mod I ever reviewed on this channel, so we're kind of coming full circle in a way. I see Heather's excited too. It's good. It's a good day, dog meat. It's a good day. This mod adds 4 weapons to the game. They're all basically the same weapon, but they spawn in 4 different configurations. You've got the service rifle, the assault carbine, the Marksman Carbine, and the brand new Sentinel SMG. Yes, they all kind of use the same parts, and all the parts are basically interchangeable. If you need convincing to download this thing, let me just show you. Look at that. There's an attachable grenade launcher, and it actually works. This probably isn't the first mod to actually have like a functioning animated grenade launcher, but you know what? It's the first one I've ever used, because most of the other ones, they all just look a little too tactical, you know? And I'm very discriminating in my weapon mods. I don't like stuff that looks too modern. It needs to still fit into the Fallout aesthetic, and this mod still does that in spades. That's awesome. This mod has a grand total of
13 receivers, 40 barrels, 18 magazines, 4 camos, 20 muzzle attachments, 7 ammo types, 32 sights and scopes, 26 stocks, 4 caliber conversions, 3 fire modes, 8 side attachments, and 16 underbarrel attachments.
As I was saying, this mod offers a wide variety of customization while still staying as lore friendly as possible. It doesn't come with any fancy unique variants with, you know, unique skins and legendary effects, because in this mod, you make your own gun, okay? You make your own unique, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. There are 4 base gun configurations in this, and I've got 4 companions, well, 5. Dog meat don't need no gun. So I'm gonna make everybody their own gun, and yep, you just sit tight. I'll be done in a minute. All right, so let's start with the assault carbine. All right, look, as I said at the top of the video, there are so many variations in here that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do everything justice. Look, I'm gonna kind of make the ultimate version of each variant as I see it. All right, receivers. M4 with some aftermarket modifications that increases performance and handling. So do these receivers actually affect the stats? That doesn't seem like. I kind of like that this one has blue on it. Should have brought Piper for this video, alas. Carbine barrel. All right, so we've got, holy crap, that's a lot of barrels. Warfighter barrel, oh boy, that, as stated on the mod page, I agree with, Gecko kind of wrote up a little piece about this on the mod page, that some of these barrels kind of clash with Fallout's aesthetic. Now, you know, they're obviously from the Marksman Carbine in New Vegas, so these are all, obviously, they're technically canon, but I have to agree that some of these barrels kind of, they clash a little bit with the, and I don't know if I'd have had this particular, some of them just, they're a little too tactical, so I might avoid some of those, at least for this weapon. I think I'll go with this here Scud Hunter barrel. That's kind of cool. I like that it looks kind of scrappy. So I like that sort of thing. And yes, you can recreate some iconic ARs from New Vegas, like the Survivalist rifle and the All-American. I've already got unique versions of those from other mods, so I think I'm just gonna I'm not gonna do that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I gotta say, I like that. Raider scavenge stock. That's kind of cool. What to do? What to do? Good hunter stock. Okay, well that one would go with the, but we don't want to do that. We want to mix and match. We want to make an abomination of a weapon. Warfighter stock. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It weighs slightly less and is better hip fire control at the expense of slightly less aiming accuracy. Think I'll go with that warfighter stock. We're making this thing kind of grungy looking. Rounds. 10 rounds. Plastic mag. I think I'll take that slightly extended mag there. Let's give that one a try. I want to see what that looks like. Tempting. That works. Honestly, I kind of like just the simple dot. Yeah, that works. Ammo. This is interesting. We'll go for the match rounds. Okay, muzzle attachments. We've got a whole bunch of these. Look at all of that. And I love all these very I love the descriptions of all the attachments and stuff. They're very detailed and stuff. I'm not reading through all of them because I think that would just be torture if I read. This is such a big mod, guys. I'm definitely gonna miss stuff, but you know what? I just want to make some guns and have some fun. So I'm gonna make these things and then we're gonna go blast some shit. All right, army surplus suppressor.
Well, okay, maybe take care of it any sorts.
I think I'll go for the Army Surplus A1 Compensator. Slightly aids with recoil control and moderately affects range. That is acceptable. And I've already got the gun runner internals. The internals all increase your damage. And you will need Science rank 3 to craft the gun runner internals. So just be aware of that. Side attachments. We've got small flashlight, small laser pointer. Aids with hip fire accuracy. I do like to hip fire on occasion. Go for the laser aiming module. And under grip. Okay, this is, I do like the foregrip. That is cool, but I think I want to, because I think I'm gonna use this gun myself. This will be mine. I'm going with the grenade launcher. I probably should have done this first. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rechamber this one for 5mm. That's what it was in New Vegas. So, and I've changed my mind again. I'm going for the 100-round drum. Phallic shape makes it look kind of weird, but okay, that is my gun done. Marksman Carbine. Okay, we're going for, all right, so we want this one to kind of be like a long range sort of rifle. It seems like the receivers are more aesthetic than actually affecting the gun's stats, so I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. I think I am gonna go for the kind of tactical look on this particular one. I'm gonna go for that, and yeah, we'll go for the marksman stock. Okay, so it seems like we can go up to 35 without having it actually affect aim accuracy, so I'm gonna go 35 and I don't have to actually craft anything. That's always helpful. Okay, wait, first we're gonna rechamber it. We're gonna rechamber this one for 308. This is our marksman rifle. I'm gonna give this thing to McCready. I'm gonna go for woodland. It's gonna kind of look like a beefed up all-American. So side attachment. Do I even want a side attachment? Yes, we want a bipod. Gun runner internals. Gun runner internals all around. Okay, we want the match rounds for this, that's for sure. Let's give it the Vicarian Neptune scope there. Alright, that's looking nice. Ooh, alright, we're gonna take the early carbine moderator. Increases recoil from the hip, but we don't care about that because this is like essentially this is a marksman rifle. We don't really be doing any of that hip fire bullshit. We're gonna take DKS monopod foregrip. McCready.
Hey. Yeah, what is it?
All right, McCready's ready to go. Okay, Heather, what are we gonna give you? We are giving you, we're gonna give you the SMG. Just gotta make sure to kind of maintain the, SMG feel of this one. Okay, so I'll give you the Army A2 receiver, the Kitty barrel. A ludicrously small barrel nicknamed the Kitty Cat. It's lightweight, has poor aim control, some hip firing control, cannot accept side attachments. You know what? Heather's a cat person, so we'll give her that one. Stock is gonna be difficult. Really not a fan of wire stocks, but I think I might just keep it. It just sort of maintains the SMG feel, I think. 60 round Stanag mag. Sure shot 60 round capacity magazine. Due to its weight, it's difficult to keep accurate fire when aiming, so Heather is just going to be blasting all over the place. That's fine. I changed my mind about the receiver. Let's go for the LR 300. That looks acceptable. Jacket. Let's go for the we're gonna go for a suppressor on this, I think. Army surplus suppressor. I already made that thing and decided not to use it. So I'm gonna go back to the wired collapsed stock. That just looks better to me slightly. I'm gonna keep that red dot sight. I like that. That's just fine. Kind of feel like, yeah, that looks cool. Let's do that one. Paint. Do we want paint? Tiger stripe because of the kitty cat barrel. And yeah, we're gonna keep this one at 10 millimeter. We're gonna have one gun of each caliber.
Hey.
Heather.
What's up?
Got a present for you. And I like the, and I didn't even think of that Sentinel. Like, Sentinel is a rank. I think that's a rank in the Brotherhood of Steel, right? Heather's from the Brotherhood of Steel, sort of. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And okay. Speaking of that, all right, Daniel. Last but not least, certainly not. All right. I kind of know what I want to do for this one, anyhow. Army Service Rifle Receiver, appropriate considering it's the, you know, prototype. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that fucking grenade launcher just for now. Battered service barrel. Oh, is that that's supposed to go with if you're making the survivalist rifle. I think that's what that's supposed to go with. Range Master hunting barrel. I'm just gonna make that, and let me see if there's a stock that goes really nice. Daniel's from the Enclave, so I figured he would want the Murica shit on his gun. So I think I'm gonna go with that. And then for the barrel, I need one that matches that wood. Yeah, I think I'll go with the survivalist rifle thing. Why not? 35 round plastic mag for this. Maelstrom Wyvern Reflex unmagnified. All right, I like that. That's like a very versatile scope. You know, you can look through there or there, through there or there. And this thing is kind of medium to long range. It's supposed to have some versatility, so that's appropriate, I think. Full metal jacket. I want the, yeah, I can just go for the match. Now let's just attach this LR 300 compensator from before just to use it. Why not? Recoil control, slight range penalty. That's just fine. That's just fine. I don't think I need a side attachment for. Oh yeah. The small laser pointer. That looks okay with it. Underbarrel. Now, where was it? Sling with foregrip. Mysterious E patch. We're gonna give it that one with that little patch there, if you know what that is. Now, I think this thing looks kind of cool without any paint. You know what? We don't need no paint. And we'll just keep the caliber as is. Self-reset is a set of internals that resets the trigger every time it cycles, allowing for a more controlled rate of fire. Okay, so that's like semi-auto, but you can just kind of hold down the trigger. That's cool. Danielson.
Go for it.
Here you go, buddy. So, after all that, it's time to have some fun. If you can't tell, this mod is incredible. You need it in your game. Go download it now. Thank you very much to Geckoinacan for the awesome work.
I'm a mighty, mighty man. I'm young and I'm in my prime.
If you want to see more weapon mod reviews, consider subscribing. I do a lot of weapon mod reviews, both paid and free. I'm going to be doing I do playthroughs, I do the whole shebang. So, either way, I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Peace.
Well, I don't know, but I've been told uranium ore's worth more than gold. So, McCad, I bought me a Jeep. I got that bug, and I can't sleep. Uranium fever has come and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
I'm going out to take me some donuts, Dan.
uranium fever has gone and got me down. Well, I had a talk with the AEC, and they brought out some maps. good to me, and one showed me a spot he said he knowed. So I straddled my Jeep and headed down the road. I reckon I drove about 100 miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds, when all of a sudden I bounced to a stop at the foot of a mountain, didn't have no top. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
Mama going out to take me some government land.
uranium fever has done and got me down. Well, I took the Geiger and I started to climb right up to the top, where I thought I'd find a hunk of rock that'd make it click just like I'd read about Vernon Pick. On the second day I made the top, and I'm telling you, Steve, I was ready to stop. The only clicking that I heard that day was the bones in my back that had gone astray. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Uranium fever, it's spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
Mama going out to take me some government land.
uranium fever has done and got me down. Well, you pack up your things, you head out again into some unknown spot where nobody's been. You reach the spot where your fortune lies. You find it's been staked by 17 other guys. Well, I ain't kidding, I ain't gonna quit. That bug's done caught me and I've been bit. So with a Geiger counter and a pick in my hand, I'll keep right on staking that government land. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
Mama going out to stake me some government land.
uranium fever has done and got